Hi, my name is Rika Bettino, and I'd like to welcome you to our Saturday call. You're in for a treat today. You're going to get a chance to hear from two absolutely incredible people. And this call is by invite only, so we don't like broadcast it to anybody. So if a friend invited you to be on this call, thank them because they thought enough about you to want to share something that they're excited about. Maybe they said, "Oh my gosh, travel. Oh my gosh," they probably were just so excited. Or maybe they just said, "Trust me, get on the call." Either way, we're happy that you're here and welcome. And I'm actually a realtor. I've been a realtor for 25 years. And what happened is that my friend, just like a friend of yours called you or a family member, um, I got a call from a friend of mine whose name is Sherry Sharman, and you're going to hear from her. But she actually is more than my friend. She's been my mentor since I was 24 years old. I met her 35 years ago. And when she first called me, I was really excited about travel. Then I learned about all these savings I can save money, and I like to save money. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. But so I got all excited about that. And then I saw the business opportunity. And see, as a realtor, you're only as good as your next deal. So basically, it doesn't matter how much money I make one year, the next year I have to start all over again. And to be honest, I could not see how I could ever retire. I mean, aside from our investments, it's not like I could sell my my business like a restaurant or something. So I was getting nervous about that. And then when I looked at the business opportunity and the residual income that's possible in this company, I got even more excited. So my husband and I are having fun. We became residual earners very quickly, and we're helping our friends and working with people that we love. And that is so much fun to be able to do that straight up. How many of you guys, you might work with people that you don't like? In this case, we get to just help one another and support one another and be around positive, motivated people all day long, which is pretty exciting. And so I'm going to introduce you to the lady I was just talking about. And when I met her when I was 24 years old, not only did she teach me success principles that changed my life in business, and I've had several successful businesses, but she also taught me just to love life. She taught me to look for solutions, not problems. She taught me so many things that I have carried that have impacted every area of my life, including parenting. And now I have two amazing grown sons. And I attribute a lot of that from just her making me think a little bit differently. And have you ever noticed successful people think differently? They look for opportunities. They don't look for problems. They look for like, what if that does work? Average people, we go, oh, what if it doesn't work? And it's exciting because she taught me all of those things so long ago. Now she's mentored both my sons, and I am so grateful to have her in my life and excited to be traveling and making lots of money together. And so without further ado, I just want to go ahead and introduce you to Sherry Sharman.
Happy Saturday, everyone. And Rika's contagious, isn't she? That big, beautiful smile she has. She has so much energy, and a lot of people go, oh, that's just too much for me because this is Saturday. I'm supposed to be relaxing and all of that. For me, I woke up this morning like it was Christmas because you have a special treat. When I share with you who is going to be doing our presentation for you, I have been waiting for this moment. So for all of you, get ready because we do have a lot of excitement. We do love life, and the thing that I want to let everyone know is, I've been in this industry for almost 4 decades, and I'm more excited now than I was when I first began because it's the community of people that we work with that you will be attracted to, because that really is what attracted me. Before I got involved in this industry, I was a Montessori preschool teacher, loved being a teacher, but I was a single mom, so I couldn't afford to pay the bills on what I was earning. And I got a friend, just like what your friend did, get you on a call. He actually got me to a restaurant and sat down and showed me an industry that I really didn't understand. And at least, thank goodness, I was open-minded to listen all the way to the end so that I could get the full picture. And that's what I ask each one of you that are guests on the call that you do, because it might be that nugget right at the end that opens your mind to see how this could work for you too. And for all of you that are on the call, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. We know time is the most valuable commodity we have. You can look at your stocks, you can look at your bank accounts, you can look at your cars and homes and all the things that you have, but you're not going to take any of those with you. Time is so valuable. That's why we not only appreciate it, but we value you for it. And the gentleman that I have the pleasure to introduce to you, and like I said, I feel like a kid at Christmas time because I've seen him on stage. I've heard of his track record in our industry and how what he's been able to accomplish. And I'm not only honored to introduce him to you, I really feel like it is your Christmas gift, because this is something that can not only change your life, but it can change your whole legacy of what you're building in your life. So I am going to go right to it. He is going to share the opportunity. And today, take the time because we're actually going to do a little bit of training on how to build your business at the end. So stick around because this is going to be very impactful. So Roscoe Taylor, take it away. Where is he? He's on mute. Where are you, Roscoe? Mark Soda, help us. He's
I'm
looking
leaving you
for
in
him.
suspense for a couple minutes here. How are you?
Great, you made me nervous.
Don't be. I wouldn't miss this for the world. I'm so excited to be here. And if I'm being honest, guys, I'm just proud to be a part of this community. And it's an absolute honor to be able to work with Rika and to be able to work with Sherry, guys, because I'm about 42 years old and I've learned more in just being able to partner with these guys here in a short amount of time than I've learned in, almost 20 years in this industry, guys. So just know you couldn't be invited here by better people. And it's an honor for me to get a couple minutes to spend with you today. So I'm going to do my best job of helping you understand why your friends and family are so excited, what's going on. I'm going to show you a couple different things, but this will be, a very quick 3 hours. It won't take long. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look, people are ready to get off. I'm just joking. We're just going to give you a few minutes to understand our excitement and what we're so excited about and where we're going. So as I share my screen, I'll share a little bit about myself. So I'm not a complete stranger, but what you see on the screen today is the community that brought Sherry, Rika, myself, Muzaffar, Jared, some of the most unbelievable individuals together. And before I get a little too far ahead of myself, just understand we've been around for a good amount of time, guys, enjoying this industry and enjoying the travel and lifestyle era in the community. But fortunately, or some people say unfortunately, COVID happened, and some people say it happened to them. Some people say it happened for them. But the silver lining is, guys, the leaders behind this community are just highly motivated, very passionate about impacting people's lives, which is when you hear Sherry say it made her come out of retirement to be around this community, it's also what attracted me, guys. Our goal is very simple. We want to align positive, like-minded people that want to experience life to the highest level and help as many people do it along the way. And because of COVID, we've been able to put together a platform that not only has technology, time, and everything that's going on in our era today on our side, it's helped us create what is today the fastest growing and largest, most comprehensive lifestyle community that encompasses everyone. So the idea is for us to amplify how you live your life on a daily basis. Everywhere, everything you do, we just want to help you move it up a notch. So Viago, welcome guys. The literal definition, via as in the direction to or the way to go, is what we help people do. I like to say we put the V in VIP, we put the GO in let's go. Most people aren't living the quality of lifestyle they want because they just don't have access, they don't have the means. So we just provide that. So our membership has benefits like any membership, but ours are focused on everything you are already doing in your life. So your travel, your leisure travel, the culture and community, the way you spend your time, how much money you can save day to day, taking care of your friends and family, and how you take care of yourself and your family. So it starts for most of us with our OTA. Now, OTA means online travel agency, guys. Just so we're clear before I go any further, please don't get that message confused or twisted. I am not your travel agent, right? Neither is Rika and neither is Sherry, right? Nor will you be for anyone else. The idea is just to make sure that everyone who's a member of Viago has complete access, and it's all wholesale versus retail. So OTA gives us the ability to see prices and inventory and access that the general public wouldn't be able to see, but travel agents get access. So for example, when we go to Caesar's Palace, these are just hotels and they're everywhere. But everywhere we go, we just see our leveraged membership price. So, for example, the days that I looked at the Caesar's Palace for this example, it was $261 a night. Now, on those same days for us, that same stay for Viago members is $54 a night. Now, again, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm in the drawer, right? It's like if I can go to Caesar's Palace and stay on the strip at that same location and save 79%, obviously I would choose that route. And it's everywhere that we go, guys. Please open your mind a little bit. It's not just, Vegas and local places. It's international. So when we're in Venice, Italy, we get that same type of savings everywhere we go. 281 here to stay at this place. It's 131 for us. Here's one in New York. This one's near and dear to me because my wife's from New York, and we still don't even do this type of stays normally until we got this membership because 728 a night at the Millennium, for most, that's actually a decent price if you're looking in the general public, Orbitz, Expedia, Travelocity. But when you go on a Viago website and see this 315, again, guys, like we just know we can give people access. For the people who don't have it and the people who do, we can give it to you a little bit better, savings of over 57%. And that applies at all of our hotels, all of the ways we travel. So rental cars, resorts, cruises, we have access to all things travel. Now, this portion we were able to add and be able to elevate our membership post COVID because most people traveling today are excited about being able to go with the girls or the fellas or a group, right? Or their family. Most people want a private home rental, maybe an Airbnb. So we've added the largest inventory of those in the world on this website as well, and the savings are phenomenal. This one is right up the road from me here in Florida, but it's $1,400 a night typically to stay at the Marinas Beach. At this place for us, it was 232. Okay, again, not the brightest crayon in the box, but I'm in there. I'm definitely in that box. So I don't care who you are or what you do. Miami's a way better time with the extra $1,200 a night in your pocket. Okay, so that's the first portion of what we give all of our members access to. You'll love it day one. Now, this portion is what we're known for. This is called escapes. Now, these are curated VIP experiences. Now, before being a part of Viago, I wasn't 100% sure what the word curated meant. Okay, so I'm not a big fancy word guy. Just understand that means they've thought about everything you could possibly want to do or experience prior to you being there. My wife calls these lazy traveler trips. For the people who just want to show up and don't have to think or spend any extra money or have to figure out what they're going to do. So from the second we land on one of these VIP escape experiences, they are literally waiting for us at the airport. You guys ever land, you see those people with the sign and you're like, oh, who are they looking for? They're looking for you. From this day forward, they're looking for you, right? As soon as we land, they're waiting for us. They take our bags, put us in an air-conditioned motor coach bus. When we get to the resort, our bags meet us in our rooms. We don't have to go to the line, check in. They just hand us a key, hand us a Viago drink, and we just get welcome to the resort. Guys, we have a welcome reception. All of our members have special excursions set up. So for example, here's a trip to Dubai. We just finished literally, I think about 6 weeks ago. Okay, we've done this trip several times. And what you're seeing at the bottom of the screen, 650, that is the price per person. Okay, so if you're going on that trip, your spouse, significant other, whoever you're going with, they're paying 650, and you're both there 7 days, 6 nights, and everything you see on the screen is included. 6 breakfasts. There's an English speaking guide every day, so you know what you're eating and what you're looking at. Right? There's tours of everything you could want to see, imaginable. Right? And the points you see next to that price, those are dollar for dollar points that you can deduct from the cost to make it even less out of pocket. Now, I'll show you how you get those points in a second. But if you're looking at this for the first time, there's probably some shock value, right? You're like, 650 for this experience in Dubai? Guys, it's not magic, it's not pixie dust. It's just the leverage of relationships and a very large membership base, which means the membership base will get larger and the savings will get better, the excess will get better, it will get more robust. Think about what you would charge a group of individuals, let's just say, who showed up to this trip to Vietnam. This is another one that we got coming up here in July. Look at the dates, 16th through the 20th, round trip airport transfers, breakfast included, half a day of excursions, spa treatment. It's all included in the 475. Again, it's not magic, guys. It's just leverage. If you own this place and we show up 1 month with 200 people and we come back 90 days later with 500, and then 90 days after that with 700, what type of experience do you give that group of people that comes back week after week, month after month, year after year, right? Continuing to fill up your resort, bringing more and more people. This is about relationships. And because of that, we've been able to build experiences that cannot be touched anywhere else. And again, remember those points, you can deduct those from the cost to get it even less out of pocket. And again, I'll show you how we accumulate those in a second. So here's the last example of one of the escapes I'll give you. I just did this one back in December. We got another group going in June, but they get better every time. 775 per person, all inclusive, right? And I don't know how you guys hang out, but if you drink, that's top shelf, middle, bottom shelf, everything all inclusive. If you don't, it's all of your spritzers and juices and sodas. It's all your snacks, all your food every day, all day. So I don't know about you guys, but my 11-year-old was on that one with me, and I promise you, he ate and drank enough ice cream and food in 2 days for 775. Okay. All right. So that's the first example of what we'll give you guys. Now, understand this. As I said earlier, everybody, most people love to travel, but they don't have the opportunity to because usually they don't have the time or they don't have the money. Well, our goal is to just eliminate that. Everybody can see the world at these prices, but our goal is to visit the world and leave every environment we visit better than we found it. And we have specific trips to do that. This is called the bottle school trip. Now, what we do on this one is to Guatemala for 7 days. We'll spend 2, 3 of those days in the villages cleaning up debris, trash, garbage, and we take it and put it inside of one of those bottles that you see behind the kids there on the screen. We call those eco bricks. Now, those eco bricks have helped us build dozens of orphanages and schools out of what used to be trash that the kids had to rummage through. So we love this part of our membership. It is literally the foundation of the heart of who this community is. The idea is to give back everywhere you go. So if you guys love giving back, you'll love this portion. Okay, so now as I flip gears, I want you to understand now, let's get off of travel for 2 seconds because everybody's going to want to do that. They just don't know they have access at those prices. Now they do. This portion is designed to help each and every person because most people cannot travel all day, every day. But this is a lifestyle club. So we want to help you save money on your day to day life. So the membership is designed to save the average family about $4,000 a year because we give you access to 1 million retailers you've already used, all the ones you used last year, right? You went to AMC, went out to the movies with your family, do it again. But this time, don't pay 17 bucks a ticket. I took my wife to see a movie. Instead of 17 bucks a ticket, it was 33.50 for 2 tickets, 2 drinks, and a popcorn, right? Now, if you math that math up real quick, you realize the tickets are like $9 and everything else, right? So we save money so many different ways. Busch Gardens is right up the road from my house here. My kids had spring break 2 weeks ago. They went 6 times to Busch Gardens, right? But at buy one get one free, not that big a deal. Six Flags 70% off. Oh, we had to get tires for one of our cars, literally 50% off 3 tires. We saved 900 bucks, and anything in between that you guys can imagine. I'm talking restaurant.com, DoorDash, Postmates, anywhere you order food from. 20, 40, 60% off. The savings are phenomenal. All right. And the events, the 80,000 events you see at the bottom there are typically the ones that people are trying to figure out how to get to. Most don't know how to get access. And there's a lot that can't even afford. So we're talking like FIFA, Wimbledon, Kentucky Derby, World Cup, Masters. I took my wife to the NBA basketball, the NBA All Star game. I don't know if you guys are big basketball friends. I am. So I've always dreamed of doing that. If you know anything about that event, it's a $10,000 per event weekend, right? Not per day, per event. 10,000 for the 3-point contest, 10,000 for the dunk contest, 10,000 for the skills competition, 10,000 for the celebrity game. It's literally 10,000. It could be a 60K weekend per person. Because of this membership, guys, we got to do that entire weekend, my wife and I, for under $5,000. Okay, so it's been phenomenal, the access. We booked Cat Williams tickets here last month, day of, 40 bucks right on the floor. Like, phenomenal the things we get access to. Big Three we took the kids to. The Final Four was just here in Tampa a couple weeks ago. I mean, it's phenomenal. The savings are unreal. Okay. Now, the last portion of the membership I'll share about today, because honestly, you'd have to spend your whole Saturday with me for me to explain everything in our membership. But we'll give you enough information to understand why we're so excited. So the last portion of the membership I'll share today is Be Well benefits, which is probably familiar to you as telemedicine or teledoc. So if you remember throughout COVID, it was the only way to communicate with the doctor. Well, in that time, they realized that's a massive industry. Over 70% of doctor's appointments, you don't physically have to be in person. You could really be diagnosed over the phone. And it's really a big industry today. A lot of employers offer this to their employees as a perk or a benefit, but they pay a copay, 10, 20, 30, 60 bucks every time they use it. For all Viago members, guys, we have full access to a doctor 24 hours a day. We can call them anything non-life threatening. They'll send a prescription, diagnose us right over the phone. And it works in 35 different countries. That is phenomenal. For a boy dad with a 15 and 11-year-old, I save so much time out of ERs and urgent cares because of this service. Okay. All right. And the last portion you see at the bottom is called Health Share, which is phenomenal, guys. That is actual major medical health insurance, it's been an unbelievable addition to this membership because I've been an entrepreneur literally almost 20 years, guys. Finding health insurance that's sustainable and that is really doing what I needed to do has always been a struggle. So I don't know if you're a person who has benefits through your job, you're just looking to save. Maybe you're paying for a bunch of stuff that's not necessarily what you need. We've been able to customize each and every one of our Viago members' health share because we have a liaison that helps us do that. So the savings are phenomenal. I've been able to get dental a la carte, vision, a la carte, right? It's fun. I get more excited about the health share every time I do this presentation, guys. So anyway, that's what we do, guys. So that's our membership. If you're here for the first time, just know, guys, you're meeting us right now. In one of the most historical times ever. We're about 180 or so days in, and we've already created a membership base that is literally taking the world by storm. Why is that? Because we are looking to disrupt what people think their quality of lifestyle should be and the type of access that they should have. See, everything you're seeing on the screen is included in the membership, and it will only continue to get more robust and continue to grow. So we have discounts on all travel, no matter it be leisure travel, ad hoc personal travel, business. All travel is discounted. We have VIP escapes, which gives you curated experiences at a quality you cannot beat. We guarantee that at a price no one else will be able to touch. Those are all of the curated experiences. You have unique experiences day to day in your home, backyard, theme parks, Broadway. We just got Garfield tickets to the Broadway show in New York for 60% off. Okay, whatever it is you want to do. We also have telemedicine, which gives you full access to a doctor. You have savings on a day to day basis, and the marketplace is phenomenal, continuing to grow. Products that most people can only get here through us, and ones that are high in demand around the world. So that's our membership recap currently, and will only continue to grow. Now, if you're here for the first time, you're probably at the point where I was when I saw this for the first time. I'm listening to these guys going, "Yeah, yeah, this sounds pretty good." But how much is this deal? Right? And I get it. I promise you, if this is your first time. And I mean, I've seen all things travel. I've seen all the different clubs locally, abroad. I've sat through timeshare spills where, hey, it's 4 hours of your life you never get back. And then they want 70 grand out of you for 1 week at one place or some points you'll never use. And I can't go the week you gave me. So just so we're clear, this is not that. We are literal timeshare crushers. We're not here to show you a bunch of things you can't afford and won't have time to do. We are members. We're going with you. We want everybody, we want everyday people to have the access and most extraordinary quality of lifestyle possible. So we make it affordable for everyone. You guys ready? Full time, lifetime access is only $10,000. No, I'm just kidding. I scared Cherry. Did you see her face? $450, guys. Like, it's comical to me every time I say it because my cell phone costs twice as much. My computer costs 3 times as much. It's like, for 450 one time, I cannot believe the value that we've gotten from this membership. Now, here's the real crazy part. We don't keep your money. 450 just activates your membership today. It gives you full access to the club immediately. You can book a trip today, go to the movies, go out to eat today. But we give you $600 back today that you can use dollar for dollar to go experience the membership. Those points that I was showing you next to the price earlier, those points, we call them Viago points. But one Viago point is $1 American, and they spend the same as you accrue them. $1, 1 point. So you start for 450 and we give you $600 back today. And you can go use it to experience the club. The 99 bucks that you pay a month will maintain your access, like paying for your Prime membership or your cell phone. We convert that $99 you pay back into $100, 100 points, and we give it back to you every single month, guys. We literally just take your money out of your left pocket, put it in your right pocket, and we force you to go on some vacation. So this is taking the world by storm. As you guys can imagine, the fact that we literally are in a forced travel savings account has truly amplified so many of our lifestyles. I've got to do so many of those trips because of this membership with savings. Now, with that said, there is a lot of us, not just myself, Rika, and Sherry, but once you have quality or have access to live your whole life wholesale and travel wholesale, most people would never pay retail to do those things again. Okay, so our loyalty is very, very strong in this club. So for all of the members who are loyal to Viago, Viago is also loyal to you. So the cherry on top is every single one of us as members, you included, after today, every day on April 26th from this day forward, the company, did I say 26th? What's it, 23rd? Whatever the date is, whatever the date is today, every day, 1 year from today, the company gifts you another vacation. It's called a getaway. It is literally 1,600 destinations you can choose for all around the world, up to 8 days, 7 nights, and for you and up to 8 people. You can go with as many as you want, but you have full access. You get one every single year, and it's a gorgeous stay. I've done about 3 or 4 of those, and I love them. My very first one was Mazatlan, Mexico. Beautiful place. And if you do those and you go and you think, okay, you know what? I want to do one of the curated experiences or use my gift in a different way. Every year they'll allow you to convert your getaway into 1,000 points or $1,000 to use it inside the ecosystem of the membership, however you choose, guys. So It doesn't matter how you take your annual trip. Just get in how you fit in and enjoy yourself. The goal is this. This is the day we want life to take off for you. Life amplified every day, everywhere, and everything you do. Okay, so that's the first portion of what we do, guys. Hopefully, you understand why we keep it invite only. The goal is to connect positive, like minded people, give them access to the world, help them create memories and experiences, and continue to build this family ship everywhere we go. So that's this club took a bunch of random strangers, turned us into friends, and today we are a global family. I cannot wait to see these guys next week in Atlanta. Okay, so now I'm going to flip gears and show you why we're so excited, why we do this so consistently and on a daily basis, and why we're so excited for you being here for the first time today. So, we decided as a community, we're not going to spend one regular dollar on traditional marketing. No billboards and radio ads, right? We're not spamming social medias and emails. We know that the number one thing posted on social media today is lifestyle travel and people having fun. So, since success leaves clues, we are looking for ambassadors today. See, we don't want to pay for it. Why would I put a billboard up somewhere on the East Coast and hope that Rika and John drive by it? Right? It's just how possible is it? Like it's like people pay millions of dollars for commercials to run, and we're just gonna put a commercial on and just hope that Katrina sees it. It doesn't make sense, right? The fastest growing, most profitable companies in the world use the same method that we're using today, referral marketing. Everything is referral marketing. Everything is word of mouth. All of your friends went to the vacation they went on because you went first and told them it was worth checking out. And they did, right? The restaurant that you went to or avoided last night because your friend told you, oh, it's good, or girl, don't go there. It was because you told them, right? So we're just going to pay people for what they've been doing for free their whole life. Even for you for the first time today, without Viago, we all engage in this process. Here's what I mean. I could be wrong, but you let me know if I am. The last time you went on vacation, right? Did you poof and disappear one day? Or did you ask for a day off work? Did you get a babysitter? Did you tell your buddies why you were going to miss poker night? Did you tell the ladies why you're going to miss the book club? Did you talk about it while getting a haircut, getting your nails done? Of course you did. For 2 months leading up to the vacation, when you went, took pictures at the resorts, tagged yourself at some of the places. Fellas, if you're like me, you didn't, but your wife did, so they know everything anyway. Doesn't matter, right? Everybody you know has seen it happen. They see it, and when you get home, I got the same questions that everybody else gets. How was your trip? What'd you do? Right? How much did you pay for that? It is natural. It's normal. Travel's already viral, especially post COVID. Travel's the largest industry on the planet, guys. Food, oil and gas, and pharmaceuticals combined, which are two, three, and four, they don't equal half of travel. So when I realized this, I realized for 49 bucks, I could buy a business in the travel space. Say less. They could have stopped talking a long time ago. This is what got me excited, guys. This is how we've turned this membership into a lifestyle for people who choose to do so. Now, if you're excited about just saving money and traveling, you'll just enjoy the first part. But if you understand the timing of being first here today, this concept, this industry that you've heard Rika and Sherry speak of is changing so many people's lives. Now, for me, I didn't necessarily understand that right away until I met people like these guys. But Warren Buffett says, never depend on a single income, right? I'm sure you guys know who Warren Buffett is, one of the most successful people of all of our era. But he's very famous for not only that quote, but for also telling people that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income a month. Seven, right? Which kind of upset me when I heard this information for the first time because my mom told me my whole life to go to school, get good grades, and get a good job, one job, right? So most people have one job and they're trying to pay for 12 to 15 bills in their life and they're trying to figure out why they're struggling, right? Warren Buffett today is pushing his 2,600th stream of income today. He's almost got 2,600. So when I heard that, I'm thinking, if Uncle Warren can have 2,600 and the average millionaire's got seven, well, why can't Katrina have two? Why can't Sherry have four? Why can't Rika have seven? So I'm not here to tell you to quit your job, guys, but if you're going to diversify, which I would suggest you do, post COVID, scariest place to be wasn't the ER. It was when you realized all your eggs were in one basket. So we're just helping people understand if you're going to add an extra stream of income in your life, why not do it by just saving money and going out to eat and traveling and doing more of what you want to do? And when all of your friends ask, because they will, because the one thing that I know about everybody is our friends are nosy, they'll ask. Okay. And every time somebody goes, I mean, just think about this, guys. All jokes aside, just think about it. If Katrina and Rika go out to have a meal and Katrina orders exactly what Rika orders, but Rika's meal's 50% cheaper, think she's gonna say something? Like, it's not rocket science. It just happened to me. I just went to the Red Bull International Dance Competition. It happened here in Tampa. I'm not a big dance guy. I knew nothing about it. But because of this membership, my wife and I on a Friday or Saturday will see what's going on in Tampa. Saw that, clicked it. I went to that event. I sat front row. I had a little glowing wristband that helped me be participant in the show. And I seen a buddy there, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be. That's awesome. How'd you get those seats?" I'm going, I learned about this deal 3 hours ago and just booked it on my website. I have no idea. He starts to tell me the price he paid for his seats, and he's all the way back in the nosebleeds. Guys, access is just access. He asked, "What do you think I told him?" I said, "Oh, I got this private membership club. I'll invite you to one of my Zooms one day and have somebody explain it to you." That's how it works. Every time that happens to you and your friend goes, "How'd you do that? Did I just see you in Jamaica or Dubai?" Yep. "Oh, private membership club. Jump on a Zoom. I'll have somebody else explain it to you." And the same as I'm explaining it for whoever invited you here today. When you get started, they're going to make $100. Now you can do that once or you could do it a million times, but the sweet spot's six because most any person that starts anything wants to know, how do I make my money back? Well, the membership's $450. It's $49 today to get started. That means we're talking about $500. Refer six members, that's 600. That means you're out of the red, you're in the black, you're in profit. On top of that, every dime of those monthly fees that I was talking about earlier, remember that $99 a month to maintain access? I mean, it's worth it, but I promise you, free is better than cheap. As soon as you refer those six members, that monthly fee is gone for life. You never pay it again with six members actively paying theirs. Again, I've said it a couple times, guys, I'm not a genius, but if my membership is free and my friends have the same membership, what do you think my six friends are thinking at this point? They're like, did I hear that clearly? Wait, is your membership free? Hold on, Kevin. Can they make my membership free? Yeah, we can. If you're here for the first time and you're wondering, can I do this? Is this for me? I do this every day, guys. And so many people are like, that sounds good. I don't got the time. We don't need your time. That sounds good. I don't got many friends. We don't need your friends. Right? We will do this regardless. What we need you to ask yourself is a simple question. If the idea of having more, living amplified, and having better access makes sense to you, just ask yourself a simple question. Can you do what the person that invited you here is doing right now? Take 2 seconds and soak that in. What are they doing? Looking at you, looking at me, looking at us? What, what are they doing? What they're not doing is spending their Saturday afternoon doing this. We're not looking for people to do this. We just know that people don't know they can get access to our community. And if you are the first person that they happen to hear the word Viago through, Viago, it's just an unbelievable situation for them, right? So you refer six, not only is every dime of your fees waived, you made every dime back, you're in a profit. We now have six, maybe not six, but at least two people are going, I want mine to be free too. I want to invite somebody to those Zooms. No problem. Those two people, they both make 600, but you now have made an additional 300 for just putting your friends in the right position to win, guys. As I bring this in for landing today, I told you when I started, guys, when I saw this information, I was a counselor. I worked with battered women and at-risk youth. I worked with people who had Down syndrome and autism and Asperger's. I worked hard and I loved every minute. I loved what I did, but I had hair when I started doing it. When I saw this community, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, with or without me, these people are going to take these trips. With or without me, these people are going to do this presentation. If I could get good at getting people here, maybe I could get some freedom, buy some time back. And that's when I started having different conversations. And my mentor explained to me two very simple principles. See, wealthy people are teaching their kids two simple principles, while most people, like myself, got taught to go to school and get good grades and work a job. Exchange God given hours to make income. It's called linear income. You want to make another dollar, then work another hour. That's how that works. When I understood residual income, I was mad at everybody at my college. I'm still looking for a refund on this college deal. Okay, I'm not here to bash college, but do you realize that residual dollars, they don't teach us that? If you're not familiar, just think about your bills. You notice when you pay your bills on the 1st and the 15th, the next month on the 1st and 15th, they just show back up, those dang things. They just come back. It's crazy. Lose your job, they show up early. They don't care how your checking and savings is set up. They don't care if you got hired this month, if you got fired. That's called the residual. We show people how to get residual income to combat the residual bills. It's like royalties. I call it Michael Jackson money. Every time you hear Beat It or I'm Bad or Thriller, Mike wrote Thriller 42 years ago. 42 years ago. But every time you hear that song today, Blanket and Bubbles get a check. That's called residual wealth. This is what I wanted for my children. And I realized, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the best moonwalker. None of you want to see me dance, hear me sing. But through this system, I can vacation with the best of them, guys. I promise you I can, and so can you. And through the team, we're able to help people build residual income. 10 members on your team on the third Friday of every month, you get a residual check of $50 because There's 10 people loving a wholesale lifestyle, loving smiling more, loving their new community. 20 members, $200, third Friday of every month. Let's not quit our day jobs, but you're lying to me if you're telling me you can't find something to spend $200 on every month if I sent it to you. All right. 500 or 50 members, that's $500 showing up. That might be investment money for some people. It's an insurance, it's a tax they got to deal with. 100 members, we're at $1,000 in residual income a month. And at this point, I don't care who you are, this is where it gets life changing for all. Because not only is there 100 happy people you've infected that have a whole different quality of lifestyle, any of those 100 members and beyond from that point forward, any of them enjoying their membership, enjoying their quality of life, and one of their friends asks them, and they go, "Oh yeah, yeah, it's my lifestyle club. Jump on a Zoom," and they get somebody in a Zoom, and that person goes, "Yeah, I want one. Please don't leave me again. I'll take one." You make an additional $50 because your friend helped someone get started on the other side of the country. Can you imagine going into the gym at 10 a.m. and by the time you finish your workout at noon, three new people joined your team? 50, 50, 50. Just you made $150 while working out. Can you imagine going into work? Right, you do an 8 hour shift while you're at that job. We're doing this 3 times a day, minimal, 7 days a week, minimal, and we're working for you and making an extra 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, just because someone else in your team. See, that's the second thing that wealthy people are teaching. It's called leverage, guys. Residual is the first, and leverage is the second. See, if you're not familiar with leverage, it's what is happening to me right now. I'm being leveraged. It's what happens to you when you go to work every day, right? My mentor told me very simply leverage is simple. You woke up this morning and you clocked in and you worked for your boss. You got leveraged. Your boss woke up this morning and he opened the doors so you could work for him. He's got leverage. It's very simple. You either woke up as a boss or to work for yours. There's no middle ground. This is how it works. When I realized I could teach people how to leverage the quality of lifestyle that they already deserve, there's an abundance out there they've been praying for. We're just going to help them get it and then leverage enjoying themselves and having fun in front of their friends. I got really excited about what we could do to impact people's lives here, guys. The leverage is simple. Like right now, your friend's leveraging me. I'm working for them. It's like you can't see because I'm wearing black, but it's hot in here. I'm actually sweating under here. All right. I'm working for your friend right now. When you get started, they make income. Ask yourself a simple question. How many people wake up Monday morning, go do your job for you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, clock in, do your progress reports, and then on Friday, hand you the check? Take your time. Don't hurt yourself. Think it through. And this is why the poor get poorer and the wealthier get wealthier. How many wealthy people you ever seen running around Monday through Friday trying to figure out how to do it all by themselves? Guys, getting wealthy is a team building sport. We're here. Let us do the heavy lifting for you. Let us answer the questions. Your job, get excited about the quality of lifestyle you're about to live, and then put us to work. Guys, that residual income that I'm talking to you about right now currently goes to 85K. Currently goes to 85K a month. As a counselor making 28,895, that sounded outlandish to me until I plugged into the system and I'm when I tell you, I mean, not only is it there, it's attainable. We're on our way, and so many people are, but we're just getting started, guys. That will only grow. We will only be able to impact and help so many more people as those numbers continue to build. So, as I bring it in for Landon, just understand the most disruptive part of probably I'll talk about all day long is what you're seeing on the screen right now. See, again, success leaves clues, guys. This is 2025. It's so funny. I got an uncle the other day, and he wanted to pay for something, but he was just so against tapping his card. I don't want those people to get my information. I don't tap my card. I'm gonna go to the ATM and take $20 out. I'm like, it is 2025, my friend. I love you, Unc, but you gotta realize, as soon as you put your money in the card in the ATM, they still got your information. This is the whole new world in this digital era, guys. We want to take every moment that you have to have in your life every single day and get you closer to the moments that you want to have in your life every day. What do I mean by that? From this day forward, guys, you're all Viago members, which means you will have your own Viago Pay card. You will get one virtually immediately today when you get started. You can order one, you can have one for your wallet or your purse later. Just understand this card is going to disrupt how you feel the quality of your life should be lived. Think about everything you have to do, every expense you pay, your gas, your groceries, buying gifts, expenses. Keep doing all that stuff. But from this moment forward, no matter what currency that you do that with, anywhere Mastercard is spent, maybe you want to convert some cryptocurrency or some type of virtual currency. Viago Pay makes all that possible. And from this moment forward, every dollar you spend on the things you have to do every day, get you 10% back in Viago points, which is dollar for dollar cash that you can use to do more of the things you want to do. Like go on vacation, go to a theme park with your friends and family, take your family out to eat, go to the movies. 10% back, which is phenomenal. I learned from my friend Char there that they're only giving 3% back at Wells Fargo. 3%. Again, not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm in the drawer. Like I will absolutely use my Viago Pay card if you're going to give it more back for me to do more of what I want with my family, guys. So it's been so phenomenal to be a part of this membership because again, it gets better every single day. But because of the system, it made it possible for this membership to be more than just a membership, more than just access. It's a community, and it became a vehicle for the livelihood that so many people get to enjoy today. So if you want to understand this in its entirety, meet us in person, guys. Come to Amplify. Come understand the heartbeat of the founder of this company, guys. Because of him, the vision is phenomenal, but we are all, you, me, your great grandchildren's great grandchildren, are in the vision of where this company is going, I promise you. And there's a path for them to have the abundance that they've wanted their whole life and don't even know that that's even available for them, guys. I promise you, in Atlanta, if there's anything you've been praying and hoping for, there will be the best of the best people at overcoming life. They say without no mess, there's no message. Without a test, there's no testimony. Well, there's some people that are going to be on that stage who have been tested time and time again and have helped people come out on the other side with everything they've been dreaming, hoping, and praying for, guys. I promise you, if you want 2025 and 26 to be better, one foot in that room will get you closer. I promise you. May 2nd through the 4th, it will be phenomenal. The weekend will be life changing. I promise you. And we're having that same type of event over in Greece because this, again, is an international franchise, guys. We're just focused here with you guys where we are right now, and we have people all over the globe helping spread this message. So just understand the most important thing about what we're talking about today is timing, right? Because the membership, again, will be more robust and more elaborate every day. We'll add more access. It gets greater every day. But if you understand this when it comes to the business, the timing's the most important part because you only get one shot to see it around one day 80 something, right? And the next time you do, it'll be day 200 something. And the next time it'll be day 2000 something. That's only important because we're showing this to a lot of people. So we're showing you, but we're not just showing you. We're giving you access to the membership today. So thank your friend and enjoy the membership. But they're also giving you access to the next available position on the team. Each position is willable, sellable, and transferable, which means your friend's offering you the next available spot. Now, if you get that, that means once you get that piece of real estate, it's yours. Anything that happens, any value gained, has to benefit you because you're there. Some people hear me and they're like, you could have stopped a long time ago. I know my friend and I'm excited to save some money and take some trips. Some people are like, I don't know. I need to think about it. It's $500. I don't really know. And if you need to think about it, I promise you we respect that. Just respect. We're running a business, guys. And the person that invited you here, honestly, if they needed $500, they could ask you for it, and you probably give it. They don't need it. What we do need for you to realize that we're very excited about where we're going and to data you early. Because when we do our next presentation here, which starts in 45 minutes, there'll be another group of people on there. And maybe there's some guy named Andy. Right? Now, there's no guarantees that Andy's a rock star. The only guarantee we have is that Andy has friends that we don't know. So when you come back a week later or 2 weeks or 2 years, you're just on Andy's team, which doesn't seem significant, right? This isn't to push you or prod you, but if you're after Andy, you're just get the next spot. Andy took the spot that was rightfully offered to you today, which means Andy might not be the guy, but he might know the girl that knows the guy. And if anybody happens to come through that organization, you'll hear a few stories of people who've been winning in the last few weeks, months since the conception of the concept. But if you're there before those people, it doesn't matter. Anything that happens post you pays you. But if you happen to be there after, you're just one person in Andy's equation, right? So when they got to the end my first day, I'm thinking it's $499. There's no obligations. There's no contracts. They're like, nope. At that point, as the risk to me wasn't the $499. And if we're being honest, I didn't even have it. I told you guys I was a counselor. You know, I was making 28 grand a year. Like I didn't have $500 laying around, but I'd found it before on Black Friday when I wanted to buy my son something that he broke the same day. I found it before on Christmas. I found it when I blew a tire. The risk that came to me at the end, what if these people go do what they're talking about? What if this turns into the next conglomerate, the next Facebook or travel? What if these guys 10x what they've done? And I saw it early and then have to explain to my kids and wife later why I didn't put us in position to win here. Like, to me, that was a bigger risk. I'm like, $500, we'll figure it out. But at the end of the day, guys, I couldn't be more excited with the decision I made. If you can't tell, if I'm gonna be, I showed you a bunch of information and I said a lot, but that's not even the best part. If I'm being honest, the true currency here, guys, is the community. I didn't have relationships with individuals like the people that you see on the call, the people that invited you here. I can touch down in any state in the world, in the country. I can go anywhere in the world and just call anybody from my Viago family and say, "Hey, I'm here. I need help. Where are you guys?" And I got community everywhere we go. I feel like that is the biggest blessing on top of all the other phenomenal things I just showed you. So what I'm going to do is kick it back to my partner, Sherry or Rika. I don't know who's going to take it first, but Sherry is good. I would love for you guys to just hear from the people in the community, hear what's been happening. More importantly, I want you to understand how unbelievably blessed you guys are to be able to partner with Rika and with Sherry. And if you're working with those guys, you're working directly with me. I'll be here for you every step of the way. So, Sherry, back to you. And I'll come back and I'll hang out for a little bit of training a little bit later.
Thank you so much, Roscoe. And you know, it is such a pleasure and to not only hear you speak, but your enthusiasm and your big smile. We just love you. And for all of you that are on this call, please stick around because I'm going to share a couple great stories with you, and then we're going to go straight into training. And I want everyone to understand this man is trained in front of 20,000 people. I mean, in an arena. I mean, he has made millions of dollars in this industry. I didn't want to scare you away when I first started because I could go on and on about accolades with this man. And he and his wife are an amazing team and couple. So you want to stick around. But the first person I want to go to, she's in Arizona and she's become my soul sister. I'll tell you, I just got off one of her trainings on how to use the back office. And she has got a whole library of teaching you how. I'm always learning new things that are in the back office that she is sharing with us because there's so much. When it says a million different savings, there is. And she every couple weeks she does a training like this. And Shar, I'm so excited to introduce to everybody and have you share why you chose Viago.
Hello, Sherry. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hello, Roscoe. Thank you, my friend. I have known that young man a very long time, and he's not much older than my own kids. I'm always like, man, I love working with young people and people that are fired up for life. It just gets me all fired up again. So, professionally, my background is emergency trauma medicine. I'm a retired military veteran here in the United States, former Olympic athlete, all of that simply just to say that was the state I was in when a childhood friend reached out to me. So she had met someone like Sherry and Roscoe that helped her start thinking differently. I was very much focused on my career and the Olympics, and that's really honestly all I cared about. But she started to have a vision for my future. Like you today, I was a forethought for her, not an afterthought. See, most of us are an afterthought for like Amazon, the original book company, Facebook, Microsoft, Nike. I mean, we could go through the brands and we can see now if I knew then, well, you know what? You're knowing right now. You were invited here today, just like my friend thought enough and cared enough about my life to help me think a different thought. And that, my friends, began the thread that has woven this incredible thing I get to call my life tapestry, where I've ended up right here in Viago. And in that time, she did not know that I had been recently diagnosed with life-threatening cancer and was literally trying to make it through each day. Way back when. Well, clearly I've made it through. Praise God for that. And those new thoughts and the people that I met along the way, just like Roscoe, his best friend Eric, Sherry, Rika, the list goes on, have landed me here today. I've used every aspect of this membership that you just saw. It costs me more to not use my membership than to have it and use it, for sure. I've referred my sick, so I don't have that monthly access fee. It's very simple and easy to do. But most importantly for me, you all, it is the community here because number one, it reminds me of the military. I love the closeness, the fact that we're everywhere. We can land anywhere, like Roscoe said, and simply pick up the phone and off you go. You're with family. But for me, during that health journey that started way back then, I actually died twice and went to heaven. And I say that simply just to impress upon you that, man, life is precious, y'all. Ooh, really precious. And now is the time. It's the only time we're guaranteed.
Mm.
And never once in that time did I think about the purchases that I made or didn't make, but I thought about the people, the places, the memories, and the relationships. That's why I'm here today. I know that we have a better way. Let's go deal hope, have a ton of fun, and impact the world for good. I can't wait to meet you in Atlanta and on the beaches of the world. Let's go, Viago. Sherry, back to you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you take my breath away. You are such a delight in my life. I just love who you are, Shar, and thank you for sharing your heart all the time. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we love Viago. It's the people more than anything. When you get to know us, you will love us. And the next person I want to go to is in Utah, and I have known this man since the beginning of my career. This is how far we go back. And you talk about somebody who had my back at the very beginning of my career. He was there. We worked together. It's kind of like Shar said, yeah, it feels like we were on the front line together, learning how to do this business at a time when most people were so uninformed about residual income. And I am so excited to introduce to him. He's not only a dear friend, but he's someone I admire a lot. And Ricky Frank, will you share it with everybody why you chose Viago?
Well, thank you for having me. Roscoe, unbelievable, my brother. You're, again, one of the best I've heard in my 39 years. That's how long Sherry and I have been doing this, even though she looks like she's 40, and hopefully I look like I'm 40. We'll lie about our ages. We don't lie about anything else. And then Shar, you, as you know, I love you to death. Thank you for your sweet messages that you leave me. Here's why. It is because of the people. I've met some incredible people just in a short couple months. I got started a couple of months back, I think, in about a week, got 10 people involved and hit the bronze spot. And I'm a little busy with my daughter. I have a handicapped daughter that I take care of by myself. So I'm kind of in and out. Sometimes I'm MIA, but I'm not. So Char, when you leave a message, when I get to hear people like Roscoe, I'm like, I never have to explain this opportunity again. We as Sherry and I know, I have this written down on my desk when I spoke one time. In our first year, we did over 2,080 presentations just in our very first year, and probably sucked at half of those or not more. And I'm listening to Roscoe going, "Brother, this guy is good. I never need to do a presentation." And if you've heard Shar and Amanda and other people, I'm just telling you, that's awesome. So the why is this, Sherry? It's because of you, and I'm going to make you blush. It's because of you. Sherry called. My relationship with Sherry on a business level, yes. I'm not sure if you know this or not. Sherry was part of a company that I came into a year or so later after she had begun to build this. And within 5 years, we had built a company to number one in Inc. magazine. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just to impress upon you, um, being around the right people at the right time, doing the right things, who have people's backs. It is amazing what can happen. So when I've had for many years going, man, if I could only, there was five of us that worked together. I'm like, golly, doggone it, we built something good. One person came in and kind of took it in. Roscoe, I love how you talked about bringing it in for a landing, but this man brought it in for a crash landing and kind of messed up our mojo. And I was bummed ever since because I had to walk away from that because you come to a part in your life going, what's good, what's not good, and the best part was all the people, but there were some things that were happening. Sherry was one of the very best parts of my life, not only in life but in business. What we're able to do, so to be able to be part of that, again. I'm not going to get into the business side and the travel side. Roscoe did a phenomenal job. Char, you guys just you'll kick my butt forever at explaining Viago, but it's pretty simple. It is so easy to understand this lifestyle gig. I'm like, who would not want to be part of that? When we got started, we were paying 5, 10, 15, 20 grand to get started. I'm like $500. And I'm not saying that $500 isn't hard at times. I get it. I know how life, can hit everybody. So that part to me is the barrier to entry is a whole lot less. But I have one thing written down here. We just got done with March Madness. So I'm going to ask you this, and I'll leave you with this. Who is your Sweet 16? Who is your Final Four team? Who is your Super Bowl team? I've been lucky enough to coach high school football. I just had a young man win the Super Bowl here that I coached in high school. And you think about it, we did really good in high school. We had some great players, some great coaches, but we had to put that all together. And it takes all that together. No one does it alone. And at another time, I'll talk about the praying hands. I remember I shared this story once with Sherry. I'll tell you, and remind me to tell you about this praying hand story, because it's not Mother Teresa's hands, it's not Jesus's hands. That when you see that picture of the praying hands, I'll tell you about it. But the point is, no one does it alone. So what brought me here is, as much as I think I'm experienced, in 39 years sounds like a long time. It seems an instant, but I still cannot do it alone. I can't run the company. I can't do the software. I can't do all the stuff that's happening behind the scenes. And Roscoe, you hit it right on the head. You have a group of people working with you, for you, whether you know it or not. And that's what's great. You're in business for yourself and not by yourself. But I promise you're in business with the right kind of people, right? I call it hits, and I'll end with my hits. Hits means people who are hungry to make change and to do better. And then the other part of my H of hits is to be humble. The humility that's here is awesome. I is the integrity. There's tons of integrity and there's tons of intensity. I don't mean intensity, but I mean intensity to do well, to be purposeful in what they're doing. And then here's T. So H is what? For being humble and hungry. I is for integrity, intensity, and T is this: is to trust yourself, trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your teammates, trust your coaches, trust your ownership. Okay, so H is what? Hungry, humble. I is integrity, intensity. T is trust your what? Yourself, your coaches, your teammates, your leadership. And the last one is that it's never surrender, never give up. And it's hard not to in this day and age. Some things have happened to me in the last 6 years. Sherry knows it would have been easy to crawl under a rock and go, what the heck do I do now? As much as experience, as much money that we've made, that will and that conviction never to quit. So this has been inspiring to me to be around such great people. And again, I'm gonna lay a lot at Sherry's feet. That's why I'm here. I'm glad I've got to meet the Shars and Amandas and Roscoe's and tons of other people. But to be reconnected with someone again, and I'll talk about these praying hands. No one does it alone. And when you can put your Sweet 16, your Final Four team, whatever analogy you want to use, I use sports a lot. It's an amazing thing that could happen in a short period of time. Because I went from selling beepers, making about $800 a month, to making $14,000 a month after I met Sherry Sharman. So was it because I became Russell? You kept using, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I wasn't either. I was a stupid athlete. But because of listening and paying attention and being coachable and teachable and aligning, that's the word, aligning with the right people. And sure, I know I'm talking too much, but alignment is so important. You're aligned with the right people, with the right company. That's why I'm here. And I love you to death.
Well, I love you too. And see, everyone that's on this call, I cannot wait for you to see Ricky on stage because he is a wealth of knowledge and he comes from the heart. And that everybody in our company does that. And what we're going to do is basically, we're going to start a training here in a second. But if you can't stay for the training, I want you to be sure to get back with the person who invited you to on this call. Let them know you're an A, you're ready to get started. If you want to be a B and a customer, that's okay. But we already showed you, Roscoe showed you, if you think about it, the longer you wait, the farther you fall in the person's organization that invited you. We want you at the top. I mean, I don't know how many opportunities you've had to start at the top. Now, normally we start at the bottom and have to try to work our way up to the top. And a lot of times that doesn't happen. Here you get to start at the top. And we want you to be part of Viago with us and part of our family. So I'm going to end this section here, and so we can cut it off and take the recording and get it out to people that couldn't get on the call. But we're going to start this training right now. So thank you for all that have been on the call. We love that you took your time and we value it. And we can't wait to see you at the top.